Yep.
Hello guys and welcome to round 16 of the LMP2 series, and this is a familiar scene for some people that have been coming back to the championship. We are back at Dubai after the issues that we had with the game. We're coming back to complete the race, so this isn't the championship fight, the season finale. But tonight we're joined by the fabulous
Me, Dutch Muso, or Chris. Whichever
Chris.
you prefer.
Chris. Yeah.
Yes.
Chris is back, and he's gonna give you the championship standings whenever he is ready. As we are watching Pirelli go down the track.
We have Pirelli currently leading the championship standings with 316 points, with catching it right behind him with 314. A fair bit behind them is Sig with 259 points. Behind him, Flip in a battle with Siphonite, with Flip on 161 and Siphonite 153. Lonnie fighting with Siphonite for 5th, who has 141 points. Razy Real in 7th with 134. Mark in 8th with 128. ID4 with a 97. Interceptor, who has got one LLP point this race, which means he will be missing. He has 82 points. Nico, who isn't participating anymore, has 55. Hajka of Sweden has 52. Suki, who is also not participating anymore, has 36. Mike HLB 31. And then I believe most of the rest aren't actually participating anymore, except for Yever's Dog, who has 27, Gaming VR, who has 21, Aguilate, who has 13, and ARMJ, who has 11. Rounds off everyone.
As you were saying about Sig actually just joined the lobby, so we have actually got a full grid at this point in time. And
yeah,
so it should be, everyone should be having a seat. And I remember, I think it was Sig being quite quick here in the in pace, but then there was no test between the two Ferrari B team drivers of Pirelli and Cashnet. And
if I remember, Pirelli was leading by quite a fair bit, and Cashnet was.
Yeah, Cashnet had a slight problem, but now it's been postponed after the last time. They've had a bit more time to get that car set up, and we'll have to see how this qualifying run is going to do in 6 minutes' time.
But we can also go through the team standings right now. Ferrari B team way ahead with 630 points. Well, points that really matter considering they've won.
They have champions.
In second place, it's the Durex team with 327 points. In third place, it is Project Speed, 315, who are actually fighting with Durex team right now. Not a big gap between them. Only, if I'm looking correctly, 12 points difference, which in team championship is almost nothing.
No, that isn't.
In fourth place is HLB with 269 points. Then it's Pacific Rim Racing with Razy and ARMJ with 181. Then it's TPR with Hajka Sweden and ID4 on 167. ESR with Interceptor and Yever's Dog 99. BM Racing, BIEM Racing, don't know how you say that, but BM Racing, that's Mike and Gaming VR with 52. And FM Racing with Fly High and Matteo on 32, but I don't know if either of those are actually still racing.
Fly High, I have not seen. I don't think I've ever seen him race before. Ah, yes, I have. He participated in the last round.
Okay.
Because we was confused about the livery.
Oh yeah.
So. Oh, number 6. Who's number 6? Who's 6th place?
Number 6.
That's
Bizarre.
Ooh. Flips and oh, so we haven't
never seen him either.
He's a reserve. Flip.
Yeah.
Who? Siphonite. Siphonite's up here. So this is Siphonite's reserve. But we're looking at it. Pirelli is the fastest at the moment in practice. That lap was settled at full tank of fuel. Then it's flip. And then third is ID4. We go down to Hijacker. We haven't seen much this season, but he's up there in 4th place. And then we got Reezy in 5th. AR MJ in 6th. Then we got Passar in 7th at the moment. Yeves Dog in 8th. Agulator 9th. Sig in 10th. Lonnie in 11th. Cashnit in 12th. Mike HLB in 13th. Interceptor in 14th. Mark HLB in 15th. And Buzzin Hornet, I think, in 16th. Buzzin Hornet?
Yes. Yeah, it's Buzzin Hornet.
Okay, cool.
But Intercepts is the only one who will not be participating in free practice. But I've been looking at the championship standings, or like the finishes, and Cashin's had a lot more wins than Pirelli, but Pirelli's been a lot more consistent. Almost every race he's participated in, he's gotten a podium place. Yep. Whereas Cashin got not a very good position in Road America, and he disconnected in Spa, or at Spa.
Yeah, but everyone did.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't understand why they even counted that as a race, because only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people out of the 16-man grid that actually
They should have done it to the point where everyone just started disconnecting.
Yeah.
Which, yeah. But hopefully the servers don't have a massive fit on us this week, and we'll be able to get the race over and done with and go into Fiji for the final round of the season next week. And
but looking at the times right now, Flip is actually in 2nd with a pretty good time on
1:44.5, so pretty quick there, as Passar's just going to have beaten that. Wow!
With 2,000ths of a gap between him and Pirelli.
He is going to be annoyed with that, because he is 2,000 of a second off of beating Pirelli, which is a big achievement if you can beat Pirelli or Cash. And
neither Cash, Cash doesn't have a time right now, so
Cash is actually on a lap now. He's actually on a full tank of fuel as well.
Yeah, I think he's doing like a race trim type simulation, I guess you could say.
Yeah, because what it does with the practice, qualifying and race, you go out on a track with a full tank of fuel.
You can sort of get a feel of what it will be like.
And you do your race strategy time. So it's like save the tyre wear, don't go full beans to the don't go full balls to the walls, as a quote.
Yeah.
And you just take it easier than you would. It takes down the amount of litres you use over the lap. You do multiple laps, it gives you an average, and then after that you go straight into your race pace in qualifying.
Yeah.
And
he goes across the line to go 3rd.
So Cash there showing.
Passar has actually beaten him 4 now, but that was catching it with a full tank, and Passar
is on 4 litres. Passar's coming around the final corner now.
Let's see, what can he do? He has only got 4 litres.
5 seconds remaining of the practice session. He hasn't improved, but that is practice over. So we're waiting for.
Or at least he's the first one gonna cross the line then.
Come across the line. Sig to see if he can improve on his lap time. And, he hasn't been able to set a lap yet in qualifying. Approximately. Yeah. So I think Sig's coming round the final final section now.
Yeah.
So here comes Sig now. We're going to watch him come down through to the final corner. He's coming in quite with a bit of speed here, and you want to try and stay as far to the outside as you turn in and get that curve at the last second.
Most of the people,
yeah, but Sig is going to come across the line to set a 5 seconds of a lap slower. Ooh, that's not good. So your practice results is Pirelli taking the fastest lap, then Passar, a very unusual place for the Project Speed, Then we go down to Cash in third, and then ID4 in fourth, and then Lonnie fifth, Flip Flip sixth, Mark seventh, Aguilar eighth, Hijacker ninth, Razy 10th, ARMJ 11th, and that's how far I got. So I'll see who's going to be out on track first. And I hear many cars, and that is a SIG I see. Oh, cars inside each other.
ID4. Oh!
ID4. The two project speeds are inside each other.
Where's Ferrelli? Ferrelli's the first one out.
So Ferrelli is going to go out on 10 litres of fuel there. So he's going to be on quite a lean strategy. So he's going to go fully for this now. For the the start of this race. As we've got there's a big queue of people further back. We've got a total of 6 cars there behind him, and 4 of them are in a queue. And there's spacing out between the others. And you don't want to be up behind someone at this point in time in qualifying.
No. It's better to just give yourself a little bit of space, you know, save yourself that dirty air. And you know, obviously if that person's slower than you, if they're on a fast lap too, they're not just going to want to mess up their lap, just they can let you pass, so... Nope. Battling is just going to slow up both of you, so...
Yeah, so Ferrelli has pulled a gap on these guys so he can get some clean air from the track and not getting any drafting from behind. So he's given a big old gap to the guys further back, which have been who are very close to each other. And we'll have to wait and see what he can do on his this strategy of fuel, as he gets a little bit more temperature into those tyres. So the car's not getting the temperature that it needs to feel as grippy as it should. As we go through the very banked corner, doesn't look like it on the stream, but when you're riding on board of that around that corner, it is very curved. And we're gonna just go on the roof of his lap, going down towards turn 1. Gonna get to about near possibly 6th gear, going into towards turn 1. Nope. Oh yeah, he is. So he's gonna brake about up 50. So that's very late. So
yeah, it's a pretty lean corner there. So I mean.
Yeah, and that's you can see how good that setup is. That didn't have any wobble into that corner. So Ferrelli coming down through the drop, the little sink in the road, as I call it, and going through the spoon, coming through the spoon now, as it goes very high, and you want to stay high, and then you want to drop it down low, coming through the final bit of that, and then you're going to get the power on as you straighten up, going down the back straight, trying to go for the straightest line, going down towards the next corner, which is the hairpin at the bottom of the straight, which is fun for cars at the start of the race when they're going to fly down there trying to get overtakes. As we go left now, as we go through another bank corner, which you want to take a very wide line on, and you see him only going through it in 3rd gear, so it's not a quick corner, but it's not easy to go through it. As we're now coming down into sector 3, as we see the sun setting over the hills there, over the trees. And you'll see how much of a bank this has got here now. You see that rise up. You see the curve drop in, and you hear that wheel spin there. Because that's just the slight bit of loss of traction on the those tyres as they go through the corner. And we come across the line now for the first lap set by any car, and that would be a 1:41.8. So a very respectable lap time there for Ferrelli. Then we got the next few cars coming through. We've got a invalidated lap. Then we got ID4 with a 1:44.8. Then we go to Flip with a 1:34 or 1:43.6, 46. Then we got ARMJ and AA Reezy coming across for 4th and 5th. Now Cashnit is into 3rd. Lonnie
dropping on a full tank of fuel, I just see.
Yes.
That's very weird.
Yeah. So that's a pretty quick lap for him there.
Other than the banker, I think. Ferrelli out again.
Ferrelli and Kashnik coming down the pit lane. Cashnit has got ARMJ stuck right behind him. That is what a good driver should be doing when there's a car coming down the home straight. And letting them go through. And you see that from Mr. Pirelli himself. ID4, we haven't spent much about him this season. But he's actually done pretty well, hasn't he? He's
yeah.
Where is he in the championship again?
Let me pull that up again. He is in ID4. He's in 9th with 97 points.
You're able to get like the championship results, like where he finished in the last races. The top of the standings.
Yeah, I've got that too. 9th. He's actually finished pretty consistently. I don't know what position that is though. He's gotten his lowest points is 5, and his highest is 12.
So 12 is 5th, I think, or no, 6th.
I can get that up too.
Yeah, that's in the rules, mate.
Rules. Point system.
With 4 minutes remaining of the qualifying session, Pirelli is leading the way so far with 0.5 of a second over Interceptor. Interceptor, the driver that had no qualifying, no practice allowed.
Practice.
He has gone to second fastest. Then we got Flip in third, and then we go down to Yevez Dog in fourth. Cashnit is down in fifth. And,
that was his banker's time, so he's coming now.
Cashnit is going very slow. I don't know what he is doing. There we go. He is trying to get a big enough gap between the car in front. He's now got the gap, and he's now going for it. So he's going to come out, and Pirelli actually come out ahead of Cashnit, but Pirelli's now behind Cashnit. Yeah. So Cashnit's going to get the upper hand here at the moment. Goes down in towards turn 1. From the TV camera, we can see how bumpy the curbs are as we go through the right-hander here. The double apex coming down towards the drop into the hole. And if you have a GT3 car, you feel the scrapes as you go down that. And then over here, it's a very blind corner for these cars as you got the A pillar on the right-hand side and the left-hand side. B pillar. So they haven't really got that view that they need. Sig hasn't actually set a quick lap yet, so Sig needs to get out on track and set a quick lap. Cashnit coming into the right-hander here, and you see the car slightly bounce through this corner here as you actually no, you don't really see it that much. But Sig is now on track, and he has got to push that car really to get out on time. He looks up there into the right-hander coming down towards sector 3. He has got the driver of, I think, Agulator in front of him. So you go left here and drops into the braking zone. No, it's not.
No, Agulator.
We're about to Cashnit. As we come through the final few corners, second to last corner now. That's the car of
Mike or ARMJ.
No, ARM.
This will actually help him a little bit because he's got just a tiny little bit of slipstream up on the line.
So down to the line. He's going to take second place. So it's close between him and Interceptor now. Interceptor's actually sitting in the pit lane. Pirelli's got to set a faster lap. Interceptor's sitting in the pit lane. So Interceptor is not going to come back, able to make it back out on track in time to set another lap. And I think he just thought that was going to be quick enough for him. Mike down in 15th place with 12 seconds slower, so that must be a banker lap. Or he backed off that lap as we're watching Sig here on his outlap.
Sort of a championship contender, but he will have to win this race and the next race. And Sig and not Sig, Pirelli and Cashnit have to DNF. Both of them to actually have any chance of winning the championship.
Is it 60 points or less?
Well, it's 50 points.
So,
but I think it's something like 55. I can check the exact amount.
So Sig's on his first flying lap. Hopefully he doesn't muck it up as he comes down towards turn 1. You see the bump there as the car gets unsettled going through.
It's 56 points difference.
So yeah, so Sig have to win both the next 2 races to win the championship. And that was my scare in the GT4s, if you guys watched that on Wednesday. I unfortunately wasn't able to compete in it. And Sig drove in it for Gavra Racing, who was in 4th in the championship coming into the final round. There was a 15-point gap between me and Gavra Racing. And I was kind of scared because I thought he was a contracted driver. He had a bit of contact with Javier. Sig was very quick and had a bit of a problem. And if Sig won the race, he would have got 15 points, and that would have drawn me and Gavra Racing in 3rd place for the championship in GT4s. And luckily for me, I got 3rd place in the championship with a few points spare. And yeah, for my first season back, it's pretty good, as there is a car on the inside line, and that is gone now. So now we're going to watch Sig come through the final 2 corners, and he's seems to be quite clean on this lap, and he's going to come through the right-hander now. And this lap needs to set a good time,
because otherwise you're just going to have to fight through so much
traffic.
traffic.
Has gone and set a 1:42.8, so that puts him in 4th place at the moment. Then we got the last 2 cars coming across the line, and
but he does have the problem of that we have rolling starts now instead of a standing start, so he's not going to be fighting with the top, I can tell you that now. Unless there's big trouble for the top guys.
He's going to be starting behind Cashnet on the start.
If they do that, I mean, they might just do a single file line.
Yeah. But no, I think we're trying to get the double formation.
Yeah.
As
which is actually surprisingly hard to do, in double formation.
As well, I don't really want to be saying it. I don't really want to be saying what I was going to say. About me leaving.
No, not on the stream. I don't know what you were going to say, but...
About me leaving.
Oh.
Yeah.
No.
Well, there's a possibility that I will be back. There's a big possibility I'm going to be back in the Gavra series.
Yeah.
As I have been given a place in AOR, and the days I could be streaming is a Wednesday and a Friday, and that did interfere with the GT4 and the LMP2 series, but I'll try to come back for the Monday series if we got one, or the Thursday series.
I believe it's touring cars on Monday.
Yeah, and I like to do touring cars. Actually, it'll be pretty cool.
Yeah.
And hopefully I'll get to come back, and hopefully I'll get to come back and maybe possibly stream and do a bit more live streaming for commentary for the league, as this league sort of made me, really. I sort of went from doing the little leagues to getting into here, and then I haven't been here long, and I'm going already, so it's sort of sad, but I'll be keeping my eye out and trying to keep in the league as much as possible. As we're just waiting for the next 50 seconds as we go on to the formation.
We can do a fuel run while we wait.
Frey on 75. I'm going to cash it on 75. Interceptor 75. Sig 75. Flip 75. Yeversdog 75. Mark is on 75. Lonnie, oh, that was pretty cool. It's on 75. Bashar is on 75. 94 is on 75. And then we drop down to AA Reezy, who is on 75. Hijacker of Sweden, or Hijacker LGR now, 75. Then it's Agulator, not a good qualifying session from him, and he is on 75. And then ARMJ on 75. Buzzing Hornet. Buzzing Hornet is in the Matteo livery. He's on 32.
He's only got 32. So he's on a very different strategy then.
Yes, as
let's go back down to him.
Are we getting formation already?
I was gonna say, this is You guys don't have to do that yet, but...
We only just started the lap, boys.
Formation lap has started. I think when we get to the end, we'll hop on board with Sig. Oh no, we'll stay trackside because there might be a little bit of mishmashing back on the backside.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that we can't get the perspective, or we can get two perspectives.
Yeah.
Wish we could. Or I could get like the main battle in the corner, and then get some further battles at the back. Get two cameras, one at the front and one at the rear, and we'll get to see a bit more battling. But we can't get that yet. And
Project Cars 3.
Yeah, Project Cars 3.
Daydreaming.
Whenever they get the Slightly Mad Studios company can decide to, well, be asked to make the game. Yeah, so trying to get into the if they want to get Project Cars 2 into more esports events, they need to do it.
I mean, I think the only problem with it is though that you can't have sort of like an infinite amount of cards. You know, you can only have 30 people, and I believe it is, or 32. Well, no, that's 32 people you can have in a lobby. You know, you can't have more than that in a lobby. So.
Yeah, 32 on PC.
Yeah.
Not on PS4, not on PS4 or Xbox.
Yeah. Which is sad because the more people you can have in the lobby, you can have a lot more commentators and that kind of stuff.
So we go
like
back.
if you have an official league, then you can have multi-language commentators and all that stuff.
Yeah, and that's I think that's the sort of thing that AOR's a bit like. It's sort of thing. As we're gonna go into formation now, hopefully.
Single file line, it looks like.
I want some of them to a double file.
Yeah.
Oh, was that a bit of double file there with the? Oh, that is contact already.
There. That'll be a penalty for somebody. But that has given Sig a great start, who is immediately on the straight getting past Intercept. Maybe not. Because Intercept is now in the slipstream and Sig is not. So this will be a bit of a dive bomb down the inside.
And there's a pass on the
Sig
teammates further
gets
back.
past Intercepted. Let's go further back. Oh, Lonnie has gotten contact. He's falling down the grid.
Yep, as
further back, everything seems normal.
As ID4 is under pressure and Agulator is spun as well.
Just get up here again.
Yeah. Flip's under pressure from Mark as we go down into the spoon. Bassar is right on the back of Flip here, and yeah, I think he'll like that. Flip here. And,
oh, somebody else has spun it. Sig spun it.
Sig has dropped it back. He has put it in the wall. Those condoms aren't working well for him.
The rubber's come loose.
The rubber's come loose. It's split an end. Okay, we can't make any more.
Nope, that's the limit reached.
Well, I think we made two there. 3.
No, they count as one.
Well, you made the rubbers one, and I made the split end one.
Ah.
And Ferrelli and Cash are side by side. When you get on board with this, Ferrelli
just holding it on the inside.
Oh! Now this is a battle that we need to be watching, because this is a championship league battle. This is, and if Cash does beat Ferrelli here, he will take the lead on the championship again. So now we're going to start weaving down the straight line.
This is
Now
definitely
this
going to be a
pure 2016 Formula 1 Championship, where the Mercedes was trying to kill each other. And these two are trying to kill each other, trying to get this position. Who's going to get first? Who's going to get second? We'll have to find out in an hour and a half. And
let's get a bit of a chase cam going here.
Yeah, as Cashnir and Ferrelli have pulled a 3-second gap in total on Interceptor already, and then it's down to 5 seconds to Yevez Dog, and the last place car is 20 seconds back. And Sig, who had that spin at the start, he is down in 13th and 12 seconds off the back of these boys. So he's got to push that car so hard to get back up towards the front of the pack and hope for a good result. And
yeah,
if these guys don't do a 2016 Barcelona,
it's catching it.
He nearly made a 2016.
Yeah.
And
if he spun off there and hit Ferrari and they both lost the time. Wait, has Kashnik got damage? Okay. Kashnik's losing a lot of time. Has he got suspension damage or something?
He braked then. He's wiggling.
He's got suspension damage from that curb.
He can't have.
Because he's losing a lot of time. Yeah, you can on the circuit. I've gotten that before with the Formula 8.
No, he's closing in again.
Maybe that was just a bit of a shake-up, I don't know, but...
Maybe the wife's been playing with him too much. If he has got a partner. The missus or the sir, you never know. 2019.
It's 2019.
2019. He could be straight. He could be gay. Yeah.
He could be an Apache helicopter. He can be what he wants to be.
I sexually identify as a helicopter.
Yes. But I think seriously speaking, that was just a bit of a shake-up from Kashnik. You know, that just shook him up, and you just needed to slow down a little bit. You know, get his thoughts straight again. And, yeah.
As I know all about that. With a shake-up, I've heard a spin. I've gone full pelt back on, and spun it.
Yeah. But it's just sometimes, you know, you don't think straight, and you just make a second mistake that's just not needed. That's not necessary.
Not needed.
Yes, not needed. Mark has got a penalty.
Oh.
1 second, as Intercept has left. That would have been his best finish.
That's disconnection.
Almost getting a spin there, yeah.
As Yevez has pulled a gap on Mark and Flip. There's a battle going on at the moment.
Yeah, I was just about to say. Ooh,
they are nose to tail going down the straight. Flip's going to look to the outside. Is he going to go to the outside? He's going to go for a late break to try and get the outside line. He's going to go for the switchback. He's going to have the switchback. He's going to have the inside line. He's going into the right-hander. He's now going to take the pace. Now that was a beautiful overtake from Flip there. And he's kept that very clean. And there is further battles further back. As that is ARMJ in the wall, the wrong way round. There is a battle for 9th place, I'm pretty sure.
Yes,
Hijacker and Sig. Hijacker and Swig now. Swig. I'm going to swig a bit of my beer. I haven't got any beer. I've got Coke. As Sig looks to go right to the inside line, they're going in towards turn 1. He's not going to go for it there, and he's also just going to. He's going to just try and keep the power down and try and get back past Hijacker here at some point in this lap.
The inside there, but that's
he's going to look to the left, he's going to look to the right, and he's not going to do it here. That's going to be the most ridiculous place to make an overtake. If he was closer, he could have made a slight dive bomb there, but that's a smart move. Sig is right on his exhaust pipe. He's going to look to the inside line, go through the spoon, on the inside line of spoon. The Hijacker does a lot of time.
Switchback and a half.
Now that is some driving we need to be seeing more often in this league. Now that was some good battle.
But Hatske decided, or Hatske thought that Sig was, going to just stick to the outside line. Tried to brake it a little bit later, and obviously did, but Sig actually braked slightly earlier, and actually managed to get the switch back because Hatske was so dedicated to the outside line there, and Lonnie's got a penalty. It's a second. Up ahead there's a couple of battles, or sort of battles, as you could say.
Bashar is trying to get on the back of Mark now into the left-hander. Coming in the third to final corner, coming through the second to final corner. He's caught onto the back of him, Bashar's going to try and go for a place down the home straight in front of the home fans and the fans here to watch him and the other drivers. They're going to go down the straight. Now that is a six-car battle in theory. Coming down in towards turn one. Bashar's going to try and get up the back end of him. It's broke a bit too late. Went a bit deep and now giving Razy a chance of getting past him.
Razy's absolutely right behind him now.
And Sig is now on the back of Razy.
Yeah, it's a three-car fight now for 7th. I'm going to go get some water while you can keep watching AA, Razy.
So, AA Razy's now going to be on the defense and on the
attack.
Yeah, and the attack on from Sig and also onto Bashar to go down the back straight now. Sig is going to look possibly to the inside line, going into the hairpin. Is he going to make the dive bomb? He's going to go. He's done a switch back. He's dived down the inside. He's made the overtake. Now is Reezy going to get the better exit? No, he's not. And that is another position for Sig, as Sig is now putting pressure on. That is Bashar. So Sig is now going to be side by side with for 7th place. He goes a bit deep and takes the outside line. He doesn't get the better exit, and Bashar has kept 7th place, and Sig stays in 8th. But now they are being joined by Mark. Mark in 6th place is getting put under pressure from Bashar and Sig and Reezy. Reezy looks up a little bit there, goes a bit deep, but trying to get the power on a bit earlier, which he's done and kept with the Durex driver of Sig. So now going into the final corner, Bashar is going to try and get a really good exit going down towards turn 1, and this battle is continuing on as Bashar has turned his lights off, flashing the lights. He's going to weave to a little bit of a weave there, and Sig's going to look to go down the inside, which he's not going to do, and he's going to keep the position so far. And now Sig has got to put all the pressure on to Bashar as we go in to the 10 minutes already. We're into 10 minutes already of the race.
Sig trying to do what he did to Hajker.
And we have got Interceptor in the chat.
What's he saying? Oh wait, Sig's actually gotten past.
Yeah, Sig has made a few dive bombs into this corner, and he's made another one.
He was awful.
So Sig is now going to put pressure onto Mark as we go into the 3rd sector now, but Sig is under pressure from Brazar, and also AA Reezy is under pressure, so he's going to be under pressure soon from Hijacker Speed and ID4.
Sig's just trying to catch up to Mark and Molly. It's going to be easy tasks because they're not, well, they're not simple pushovers. Neither were Bashar and Razy. They're going to be slightly more of a challenge, I think.
We also had ARMJ leave the session.
I saw that too, yeah.
So,
but looking back at the lead, Cashin hasn't really been gaining time. In fact, he's been losing time to Pirelli.
And if you remember back to the first attempt of this race, Pirelli was a lot quicker than Cashin here.
Yeah, but if the standings were to be exactly like this at the end, then the race or the championship would actually go until the finale.
No, it won't.
Will not?
Nope.
How not?
Because he'll get 30 points if he wins.
Yes, but if Cashnet's in 2nd, that's not a 30-point gap between them.
Oh, it's 2 gaps. No, it will. Actually, will it? Yeah, it will.
Yeah, it will. Six actually gone past Mark.
Yeah,
How did that happen?
I'm probably done the dive bomb again.
Now making its way towards Lonnie. And there's a cone in the middle of the road there.
Yes, and I don't know who left that there. Might have been me from earlier. Did a bit of fun. There's pardon me.
Yeah, Stock and Flip Flip actually in pretty good positions.
Yes, Flip Flip is up to 4th, and Yev is in 3rd, and they're quite close. They're not close, but they are not far away. As that was a spin. There was a spin further back. That is beside. No, that is Mark. Mark has spun it and put it in the wall.
Yeah.
I heard the wheel spin. And yes.
Almost getting in the way there of Aglet.
So Sig is in 6th now. He's got to hunt down Lonnie. And then after he hunts down Lonnie,
a lot of time,
yeah, he is running to the same pace as the leaders, maybe a little bit slower, but he's keeping up with their sort of pace as we get to the point of. Whoa, not like that, Sig, mate. Well, he's known as Stig, and that is why.
Very close.
Now that was how you control the car. A turn into the thin man himself, Kimi Raikkonen, and I hope that gets put into the. I hope that gets puts into the trailer for next season, as we see him go sliding towards the right hander there, the hairpin, for sector 3, and losing the grip there, but keeping that car under control and not losing a lot of time on there. Lonnie there.
No, surprisingly not, but I think he lost it in the perfect position to lose traction because it wasn't right before it's straight, like there are so many of them in the circuit.
Oh yes.
No, he lost it in a very slow corner in any case, so.
Yeah.
That has lost him with the race leaders. And Dog and Flip Flip getting a lot closer to each other.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see what they want to do about this, because Sig is only 32 seconds behind the leaders, and yes, that's quite a distance. But after that spin that he had, not really a lot, and he had to battle his way through the grid, and
yeah, he's actually had 2 spins. Remember that in the beginning, first lap.
Yeah. He lost the control of the car last lap. I went to spin.
Yeah.
I don't know. As a battle, I think there's a battle going on for 3rd. Yes, there is a battle going on for 3rd.
Not quite, but it's...
there's a battle further back. That is... I don't know who that is actually. I think that is ID4 and Hijacker. It was quite close, but the cars further back, that would be Agulator and Mark. Oh, Agulator. What are you doing?
Huh?
Agulator! Maybe Mark flashed his lights at him, but I don't know why you'd let him pass you. He's just making a position. But anyway, the Hijacker of Sweden is putting him under pressure. The two teammates are trying to keep together as much as possible, and ID4 is being put under a bit of pressure from Hijacker, not enough to put him into an error so far. He fixed the position.
Too much going on there. Yeah.
Oh, I was wrong. There was another colour from earlier, by the way, Chris.
Pardon?
And there was another colour.
Of the vinyl.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mine. I want to do the chameleon on my phone because it's like, from way it looks one colour and the other way. If you look at it straight, it's blue, but if you look at an angle, it's purple. It's the two-tone. Yeah.
Two-tone, okay.
It's a two-tone sort of.
Sonic penalty.
Yeah.
3
Penalties.
seconds.
See, 3 penalty. See the penalty.
But I think it'll be at that weird corner with the high banking. Is
Yes.
there a little bit too much?
They're running a bit wide there, going into the coming out the corner. And
But I
yeah.
don't know exactly what the case is here, whether it's Yevesdog is sort of slowing down or Flip is speeding up.
Yeah, I don't know.
It isn't exactly very easy to see.
Yeah. So, in the meanings of battles and championships points.
Let's go back to Buzz and Hornet. Buzz and Hornet is...
In the pit lane
Yeah.
and retired.
Yeah, there was no way he was going to make that lap. He had 0.9 liters of fuel. I think if you got to pit and you're getting to pit on 0.9 liters of fuel, you're never going to make the lap. And even if you do, I mean, you have to be running in 6th gear, lean mixture, the entire lap.
Yeah.
Even on the straight, you're going to have to be going as slow as you can. And that would have just absolutely ended his race. Well, Flip is now getting very close to Yevesdog, almost under a second. Now to Spoon. This will definitely sort of decide whether Flip can actually get a move before the pit stop phases. If he can get close now, it'll just make it so much easier. Can't really seem to gain much space there though. Much time. I think Flip is running slightly higher downforce though, or slightly higher aero, because in the corners he's catching a lot of time on the others. But he just isn't really gaining much time at all on the straights. In fact, he's losing on the straights.
We come into, we're coming up to an hour, half an hour into the race with, we're only doing 13 laps so far.
Wait, what is going on here? Oh, Basar's gotten past ID4. ID4 maybe looking to attack.
Basar was ahead by quite a bit. Basar has had a spin. Basar is now behind.
No. No,
yeah.
Basar and Hatchko are fighting.
No, he has got a problem.
Now.
He's got a serious problem because he was ahead of AA Breezy. Because he was battling Mark AA Reezy, wasn't he?
I think so, maybe.
Yeah, and AA Reezy's in 7th. So he spun out. And
that has definitely ended his race if he has damage.
yeah. But ID4 is now put in within. Oh,
and he's gotten a 10-second time penalty for speeding.
Yes.
Naughty, naughty boy. Flip now under a second from Yevesdog. Maybe trying to get a move done with the slipstream from the weird corner. Oh, his button hornet is disconnected. Just can't seem to gain any time at all on the straights.
Yeah, and
you can see how much time he gains in the corners. Like, look how close he is behind him now.
Yeah.
And then when he gets back on the straight, even this straight, he'll be losing time.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
He just needs to be so close for his slipstream to be really effective, and he just can't get the distance. He isn't losing much time. If you can just stick with him now in this first sector, maybe get a move done at Spoon. So after Spoon, yeah, he's gonna have to wait another lap again, or until the third sector. So the entire second sector is pretty much just straights, except for 2 corners. As you can see at the top there, Flip losing time on the straight. Actually, he's gained time on the straight. That was very weird. Or that was that the hairpin that just gained him so much time. We could actually be seeing a move here into the banked one. That's actually got a name. But, 2 tenths now, the difference.
This is going to be a is Flip going to try and do what he done earlier on Yev's dog? He's going to go deep and then try and get the cut back like Sick did as well. He's not doing it there, so possibly trying to hope, as that is a spinner.
Oh,
that is Mike, I think. And but no, Flip is now no. Yeah, that is Mike. That is Mike back there. But Bassar is on the right, and that is he's been told to go over, which he's done. He's now got back into the slipstream of this, and Flip was going to look to the inside line, but he didn't go for it.
Braking slightly earlier to make sure that he doesn't just ram into Yev's dog full speed.
No, and now we go back under full power and going into the left-hander. He's trying to get a better line through the corner. He's going to lose a bit of time here, but he's going to gain it back on the exit here, and you see it there. He went to 0.5, he's down back to 0.3, and he's going to keep it on the outside line. He's going to try and get the switch back, which it nearly worked there as Yev's dog actually runs a little bit deep, and now going down the back straight. Yev's dog is under some intense pressure from Flip, and Flip not going to make the dive bomb there into the hairpin, but he's going to try and get the better exit, which he does there, but he's not going to be able to get it there. He's going to look for a switch back, he's not going to get it, and that was a very close. Now going into the right-hander where Sig spun it, he lost back end, and he trying to get a good exit, which he does get a good exit here. So this could be the corner that he could be going for a position change, dropping down into the left-hander, and then dropping to the next left-hander, which is the banked corner, and Yev's dog has gone deep. Flip is on the outside now, but this is what this is the opposite, and there's contact. There was contact there, and they are both stayed side by side, and no severe damage there. No time lost from each other, but there is time lost there. Yev's has gone deep, and Yev's dog has lost the position to Flip, but now Yev's dog is putting the slipstream behind Flip. He's going to try and go back at him now, going in through the start of the 16th lap, and Flip is going to be putting a little bit of force down on that those front tyres to try and get a bit of a gap to Yev's dog at this point in time.
But I think Flip's actually got the advantage now because he's got better downforce. He can now use all of that downforce instead of it mostly being lost to dirty air. But Yev's dog, having had less downforce in any case, has now got even less because of the dirty air. So he is just going to be drowned out in the background.
Flip is now 0.8 of a second ahead of Yeves Dog, so it seems like this battle is over so far, but Yeves Dog is slowly catching down the back straight. Look,
Sig and Lonnie now fighting for
Lonnie
fifth.
is under pressure. Sig is putting pressure on Lonnie now, and so Lonnie going to the Sig's going to the inside line. He's going to take the inside line there, and actually he's going to take it a little bit easier, and he's going to take the place. So that was very. What a good block, but that was sort of a
very
good
neat on the inside, and Mike or somebody has spun it again.
That would be Mike. As we're getting into the stage of fueling soon, and Sig has made the position on Lonnie, so Lonnie might be able to make the close back onto Sig at this point in time, which he actually sort of is there, and coming to go through second to last corner.
I think, in all honesty, Sig at maximum get to the third place. No, I don't think at this point he can.
Sig's got to push 10 seconds. He's got to push 10 seconds in this next hour. Yeah, he can do that. He lost a total of.
He's almost a second faster than Yevis Dog. Then
he lost like a total of 10 seconds in like 8 laps.
Yeah, that's because he was fighting and he had the.
Oh, well, that's a Lonnie in the wall. Well, you got a bit of oversteer. Oversteer.
That was a big amount of oversteer there. I don't know where he's got that from.
The quick switch over from left to right and just got it. So, Lonnie's now gone down to a very big gap with 9 seconds to Sig now after that spin. But Yevis Dog is only 8 seconds away, and Yevis Dog is putting pressure on, trying to put pressure on Flip.
He's he's 2 seconds apart now. So it does downfalls is a win.
Yes.
But I think it's per driver. It's in that shifts per driver. And, you just have to find something that suits you more.
Yeah.
But you do obviously have to take the track conditions into account.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sig's not really on the same pace as the leaders are. Just way too much time. But Sig has actually gained 2 seconds on Yevis Dog. So either Yevis Dog got a little bit of damage out of that contact, which seems unlikely because there was almost no contact. He did touch, but it was very light. He's losing a lot of time to Sig.
Yeah, and I've just gone under the hour mark Romania, and 3 leagues away, 18 laps in, so he's got a big sort of lap counter for the race, and so
Cashman's got a penalty.
Cashman at 2 seconds.
Remember, the only time that we've actually ever seen him get a penalty was Spa.
Yeah.
And we know what happened at Spa as Mike has spun it again.
So at this point in time, we've got no battles going on, but fuel remaining is very limited. We'll be seeing some pit stops soon.
So, I don't know if you, or you do, because you were at Silverstone, but, Lorenzo is completely out of the Dutch GP.
Yeah, a bit of a crash.
Yeah, he cracked one of his vertebrae.
He's had 2 crashes in the last 2 races. That makes me laugh.
Yeah, but last race was a bit of a fluke, I think, because, you know, he sort of wanted to show Honda what he could do.
Yeah, crashed into a wall. Or
Yeah,
crashed into
but I
his
think,
teammate.
you know, he didn't crash into his teammate, he crashed into everyone but his teammate somehow.
Right, okay, he's crashed into everyone except his.
That was a bit sketchy at first, because how do you manage to crash everyone who's within like a tenth of each other? Except for your teammate, you know?
Yeah.
That was really, you know, he wanted to show Honda what he could do, and just pushed too hard, way too hard. Way too hard, way too soon. Because the Honda's got pace, and we know that. It was just a bit of bad luck for him.
Yeah, and you know, yeah. Oh, it's kind of unfortunate now, actually.
What?
If we was to have done a few more rounds in the season, yeah. Not this Wednesday, the Wednesday after is my 18th birthday. And that would have been on my race, that would have been on my birthday. The race would have been on my birthday in GP4. Which is kind of sad. But I'm old. He comes out though, I'm 20! Woo!
Old boy.
Old boy McGee. As
the start is the pound.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. He did a pit stop. He pit stop off the waist, and also cashing it. And Pirelli haven't been in the pit yet. And that is cashing it. Cashed it. That's not the track, mate.
What do you mean?
He cut the corner on my screen.
Because me, he cut the corner at all.
I got a bit of lag on my end, and yeah, makes sense. But pit stops are always pit stops are gonna be the deciding factor in this race. I think at this point in time for the other battles in the race, battles between the championship battles.
Trying to find that.
Stretch.
But I mean, well, if ID4 gets, wait, not ID4, I think it's Lonnie. If Lonnie gets a good position, then he can actually sci-fi.
Yeah. And you are cutting up a little bit, so I think it is my internet that is playing up.
Yeah.
I stole some flip-flops. I stole some slippers.
Yeah, Lonnie needs the.
Stole.
But is it stealing?
Yes.
Do you technically pay for them?
Well, true. And I'm now wearing them. So they feel fluffy.
But if Lonnie gets 12 points now, he will draw with Siphonite. So if Lonnie gets 5th, he draws with Siphonite.
Yeah, but Siphonite is still in the race. Siphonite is down in 12th place.
He's not in the race. Wait, is he? Oh yeah, because
Reserve. But I am not 100% sure on the contracted drivers. So there is a possibility that I'm going to possibly try and contact Gavra after this race, or if he is watching this race, if at the start of the next season the commentators can get the list of the signed up reserve drivers, registered reserves, so that we know in future, and yeah, as we don't get any confirmation in the chat.
I'm also looking at like fastest laps of races, and Pirelli's had more fastest laps than Ashley.
Oh, that was a okay, that was a spin back there, but that's not. As that is a slow-moving car in the gravel. No, it takes time. But now we go into the pit stop stage. Cashless on 6 litres, so he's going to be hitting very shortly. I think it'll be next lap. Next lap, Cash should be pitting. But is Ferrelli doing any good? Ferrelli is only 3 seconds ahead of him. Is Ferrelli on the same amount of fuel, or is he on more fuel? If you possibly could go to Ferrelli so we can see how much fuel he is on.
Yes.
So Ferrelli is running 8 litres, so Ferrelli's got a little bit of leeway at the moment.
Yeah, but we know from the past that Pirelli is typically a little bit better than Cash when it comes to fuel saving.
Yes.
And you know, fuel saving is something that in the short term you do go slightly slow, but in the long term it does allow you to push more, because you know, if you've got more fuel towards the end. Pardon?
I'm an idiot.
What do you mean? What have you done?
I clicked round, I changed it to round 16, but I didn't change it to Dubai GP. It still says Taquito. That's on my part.
Did you just see that on the stream?
No, someone commented it.
40 minutes into the race.
Yeah, 40 minutes into the race and I just realised. I've not had a good week, I've been in Nottingham, been away. I've literally had like, well, it's a long week, so let's put time, it's oh, Ferrelli, you are very close on your fuel, mate, as Kashnik is in the pits.
I mean, 5.7 litres, that's still good to go.
1 lap.
And Billy O'Connor, not much you. He's asked, what's up? As my Wi-Fi on my phone has died. Very cool.
So we're doing the first few bits of pit stops now, which are, it's about the right time, so there is a limit on the amount of fuel these guys can put in, I'm pretty sure, at the start of these races. I'll just double check that.
Probably 75 litres.
Race
They always only put in a maximum of 75 litres.
No, it doesn't say amount of fuel. Right.
Ferrelli probably coming in now, so yeah, let's go to the cash note and see where Ferrelli comes out in relation to where Ferrelli comes out in relation to cash note.
And there's not actually no limit on the amount of fuel, so we possibly could be getting a pit stop at the end of the race.
What do you mean?
I think we're going to get another pit stop.
No, these cars have a max of 75, like you can't put more fuel in than 75 litres.
Yeah, no.
Wait, can you hear that?
Yep.
You wanna know what that is?
What?
I've got like a serrated knife.
Oh, nice.
But I've also got this like a flint piece, and I'm literally just
Chris!
striking the.
Stop!
What? What? What do you mean?
Stop lighting your house on fire!
Pirelli's actually come out behind catching it.
Huh?
I think Pirelli must have had more engine damage. Wait, how much fuel did Catch do? I think he did slightly less, or he's done 75 litres.
Yes.
I think he might have done a tiny bit less fuel, because they came out, they crossed like the pit exit line at exactly the same time. The SAR's disconnected, which means if Lonnie can actually get it up to 5th, then he will draw with Siphonite.
Yeah.
But Flip Flip has now temporarily taken the lead, and this was cut very fine. Flip Flip barely making it to the pits. You see Pirelli chasing down catching it now. Pirelli not actually having very much of a pace gap to catching it. I mean, he is gaining a little bit per corner, but not really much.
And yeah, so that is a strange thing to see. He's coming up behind. So Rally seems like he's pushing that car around the track.
We have to. I mean, I believe now this is towards the end. You know, they
Yeah.
shouldn't be pitting in. Interceptor says a 2-star should be faster, but obviously then you have to have less fuel for that to actually be faster.
Yeah.
If you go from maybe 75 to midway, and then do half of 75, which is 37.5.
You're trying to be smart here.
Yeah, boy.
Your boy failed maths.
Did you actually fail math?
No, I passed it.
But dude, like maths, it's the most rubbish you'll ever learn at school.
Yeah, I barely use
So
it.
I don't know when I'll ever need to know how to make a sine graph for engineering.
Yeah, you're pretty right there. But we've lost 4 drivers in total so far. And we're just waiting for any more offensive to really occur. And the closest battle, I think, is, yes, this one here. Lonnie nearly rear ends at Razy there into the hairpin. Now Razy is been put under pressure, and Lonnie is also getting put under pressure very shortly from the 4. If Razy can hold him off. Now coming into the corner that people made a couple of dive bombs into. Is Lonnie going to make a dive bomb, or is he going to try and do the outside line? He's going to go. He's going to do the inside line. Is Razy's doing in the room, but Razy's gone a bit deeper. But he likes going that deep line and trying to get the cut back on him, which he hasn't done. And he's not done it he hasn't gained any time on that, and he's lost a lot of time. And he's now going to go down towards the turn one, and Lonnie looks like he's pushing the car very hard going around the start of the lap, going down in towards turn one. And Racing Real is not going to be able to get a place there. And now we go through the left, right as we go up the slope round the double apex. And Racing's just trying to close in on that gap, but it's not going to be close enough here. And I don't think we're going to be out in any more of that battle here. And next closest battle.
It's really just up to Pirelli to try and close that gap again.
So, Castle has actually pulled a gap.
Wait, I'm just going to check, because if this turns out that the final is going to be a draw, and it's literally going to be whoever can
this is the second one race.
Let me just check.
As Mike's had a very bad problem so far this race, he's down 8 minutes.
Well, they've got a 4-point difference. No, sorry, 2-point difference. Point system. Oh no, okay, well after this, if it stays like this, then the advantage goes to cashing it by 3 points.
Yep.
So yes, the championship goes to the end.
Yes, and we're going to have to wait and see on who wants to try and push the tyres in the final round. Who's got the guts to go for the win, or who's just going to sit back and let the other driver take the championship. But Pirelli, as Cashnett has had a sort of downfall at the second half of the season, and this is like the first round that he's sort of been luck, given the lead of the race, as I think Pirelli had his repair done for damage, which possibly could have been curb stomping, or the
Whoops, that wasn't too much.
engine damage, and he could have had massive engine damage.
That was a big whoops. Broke something. In case. Let's quickly run through penalties, and Cashnett now, got 2 seconds time penalty. So actually, if Pirelli can just keep within 2 seconds of him, he will still win. I dislike that it doesn't just show you how much penalty they've got, like, next to them. Does Mike spun it again? Yeah. Takes over the final form. It'd be slightly irritating for Patrick. I mean, 4 back markers to fall back. The back gun that you saw Ferrari. We'll see again now. At the top of the screen there.
Yeah, so we're coming up for, we're just on past 40 minutes remaining, and Cashnett is pulling a gap on Pirelli at the moment, and that is from Cashnett!
Oh, that was very close for Cashnett. And this is up to Pirelli to try and keep that 2-second gap. So if he can just keep that gap, this puts him on a very good position for the next race. Because then he can still be in 3rd and still win the championship. If Cashnett is in 1st. If I could. Well, no, he has to be in 2nd, but he's at least got that little bit of wiggle room. But cashing it has to make no mistakes if he wants to stand a good chance at winning the championship.
Yeah. And Pirelli is giving given some luck here. As his teammate has a little bit of a muck up, and it closes the gap in for the final half an hour of this race. So it's going to be a very tight battle for the championship lead. I thought at the start, well, halfway through the season, it was going to be Kashnik going to win the championship by a mile away. He's going to win it by miles, and it hasn't been that.
It's actually been completely the opposite.
Pirelli somehow Pirelli has brought it back, and he is trying some very, very good pace at this point of the season. Coming up to the end of the season, and he's just got used to the car. He's as he's flashing those lights, trying to get that back marker out of the way, trying to get onto the back of his teammate. And this is what I mean by, at the start of the earlier in the stream, I said it's going to be like the 2016 championship between Hamilton and Nico Rosberg. Oh, as Kashnik goes off a bit wide there, I've got a bit of lag. I did.
No, that was just you.
Yeah, I had Kashnik go off, and then every dot was moving except for Kashnik, and then everyone just shot forward. But so that is Reezy getting out of the way for Kashnik, and Pirelli I think got held up slightly by the car behind him, which was ID4 at the point in time.
Yeah, I think Pirelli will be quite angry at that because you know it's not needed, and you know, he desperately wants to fight this.
Yeah, and now Pirelli is back past them, and he's just got to push that car in and try and get that back up to speed and try and go for a position on him.
I think the most important thing for Pirelli is not to push hard, but to be consistent, because pushing too hard, he's going to just spin himself around and just lose the plot.
Cash's last lap was a 44.1, Pirelli's was a 45.5, so he lost a lot of time there in that lap due to being held up. So this is going to be the lap I want to see in the Pirelli being catching up to him, and coming into the final 35, well, just under 35 minutes remaining. Kashnik has somehow got the lead again. That was the undercut there. So the undercut actually somehow worked in Project Cars 2.
I think it's because when you have the undercut, you are repairing, you know, one lap less of engine damage. And that can really make the difference between.
But you got to think about it. He's on a lap earlier, and they only made it to 48 minutes with
and they made it to just past the.
No, Kashnik made it to 48.
Then you will have to be very fuel conserved. Because
yes, and that is going to be the problem for Kashnik coming into the last 10-15 minutes of this race.
Just look at the fuel difference now between Pirelli and Kashnik.
That's 5 litres.
That's almost 5 litres, yeah.
5 litre difference. That's equivalent to a lap.
Yeah, that is easily a lap.
That is easily a lap or more. So,
and you know that's fuel that you know Pirelli has just got that he can burn, just to catch up to Pirelli, Kashnik. You know, pop it into rich mix.
There's Cole for that final corner, which probably is Mike.
Yeah.
I think Mike has gone off at the final corner. No, that car has retired, so that was Mike. So that is Mike out of the race as well. So we're down to 11 drivers remaining. So Pirelli's actually closed in a gap slightly on Cashnet. And last lap, Pirelli was only 0.1 of the second behind him, so 1/10 of a second slower. And Pirelli's been held up by and back marker now. He flashes them lights, trying to get that back marker out of the way, and that is the car of I think Lonnie. Yes, Lonnie.
Yeah, it is. Yes, Lonnie.
Mark's not had the race so far. He's down in 11th place, so that's not good for Mark, and that hasn't helped him out so far.
No.
But Pirelli is on the charge. And,
I mean, if Pirelli can get this, it doesn't win in the championship, but it helps.
Yes.
Because if it stays like this, then Pirelli has to win, or he has to at least be one position above.
I'm gonna let you take over for a little bit as I need to go to the loop. So have fun.
Okay. This is definitely a important race for Pirelli, because Pirelli can win it now. Cashnet is behind him. You know, it doesn't win in the championship, but you know, every point counts, especially at this point in the championship. Let's hope we don't see what we saw with 2014 with the Mercedes. Where it came down to the to Abu Dhabi and just couldn't hold it for Rosberg. We actually see that almost the entire lobby has got penalties. Only a few people who don't, people who do not have penalties of some sort. You see ID4 is actually starting to close up on race team. Let's just stick here with Pirelli for now. Just a reminder for anyone who doesn't know, Cashnet has a 2-second time penalty, so for Pirelli, just to get within that 2-second gap is actually already enough to win the race, at least off track. It's not always nice to win a race like that, but you know, if you can just be more consistent and keep it on the track, then props to you, I guess.
I have made a reappearance.
Pardon?
Pardon me. I have made a reappearance. for the final 27 laps.
Sneeze.
Oh, for the final 27 minutes of this race, I will be back for the final part. Right, as we get these battles going on again. We got another driver out of the race. Yes.
Mike.
Yeah.
We're not really seeing really with his pace that we saw in the beginning of the race.
No.
Where he was just speeding away from him.
And he's now got a 42
I
seconds.
that's actually that is not it's not Sig, but it is Aguilera too.
Yeah, Sig is only 40 seconds away.
Yeah.
Sig is going into the hairpin at the bottom of the straight. So Ferrari's last lap was a 43.4, whereas Kashnik was a 142.9. So Kashnik is pushing those tyres down a little bit harder now, coming into the final part of this race.
I think he knows he needs to gap because with the second time penalty. As a driver, it's pretty hard to forget that, you just constantly got it in the back of your head that you've got that penalty, and if you make a mistake, you're right in the grasp of the driver behind, so it's something that definitely plays into your mind.
Yes. Yeah, it does play into your mind quite a bit actually, and he only needs to close in a total of it's not even that much of a gap. It's only he has to close in a second, I think, at a point in time.
We just saw that Catch actually going faster on his best lap.
Yeah, do you just want to double check the penalties because he might have got a bit more penalties? 2 seconds.
It is no sort of.
So Kashnik is 2 seconds, 2 seconds penalty. But Kashnet's last lap was a 33.0 and Pirelli's was a 133.2. So it's not he lost 2.2 of a second there like that. But
I wonder if Pirelli's maybe got a bit more tyre wear.
yeah.
So having higher downforce puts a lot more stress on your tyres. Don't know if he's got more downforce or not, but actually seen him gain quite a lot of time through that little kink there. Don't know what you want to call that, 90-degree corner.
Yeah.
Your spoon. But you're getting quite a lot of time into the braking zone of that hairpin, not really much on the exit.
Yeah.
Message.
No, email.
Pardon?
Email. You got mail.
I don't know what that is, but
Mail.
dude, I just want to. Okay. I want to set my notification sound to the hello there from General Kenobi.
Hello there.
Hello there. General Kenobi.
Someone's already made the meme.
Yeah.
Here we go. Here we go again.
Ah crap! Here we go again.
The Hamilton, the Vettel one.
Yeah. Ach scheiße, hier geht's wieder los.
Keys we got again. 20, as I say, there's only 22 minutes remaining, and Oh, there has been a slight gap closure.
Yes, very
Really? Oh, Sigurd,
very good.
Cashnet had a bit of a problem. What's that? To go to the fuel saving, Cash is on 27. How much is Pirelli on? 31. Ooh.
Actually, let me get my calculator, and then we can calculate.
Well, your calculator that says you'd be able to do 400 laps.
But I just want to work out how many laps they can go on fuel. So let's go to Cashman because that's obviously the more important one right now.
I don't think. I don't think. No, he don't. He won't be making it.
Pardon?
I don't think he won't be making it.
I mean, we can. Oh, a little bit of oversteer there with a correction.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. He's going to be on 25 point something. That's exactly what it is when he crosses the line. 25.7. 0.7 and minus whatever he manages to do at the end of this lap.
Oh, there. I'm gonna say it's gonna be 20 or 22.
22? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I think it's 22, but don't quote me on that.
Well, now I'm quoting on that.
So that 40.
He's already used a liter, and that's not even the first sector completed.
Yep. That's what I mean, mate.
Yeah, he used just over a liter for the sector. The second sector is going to be pretty heavy on fuel because of the long straight, in which they are going to be revving out fifth, trying to just absolutely make sure that they are at the top of fifth before going to sixth. This little section here is
Siggy's in the pits, Siggy's in the pits, Siggy. Ah.
He's got 12.5.
How much fuel is Flip Flip on?
Flip. He pitted actually quite late, so
33.
He's good.
Oh. Flip Flip could be doing some good fuel stuff.
Yeah. And actually, if Cashnet and Pirelli have to pit, Flip Flip's gonna win.
No.
It'll be very close, but he might actually.
I said about 22, and was I wrong?
Oh my god. It's exactly 22.7, let's say. So it's exactly 3 liters used that lap. So 22.7 divided by 3. That means you can do 7.5 laps. So then let's say 7 laps. 7 times by 1 minute. That's 60. That's 100 seconds. Let's say 103 seconds. That's 121 minutes divided by 60. So you can go on for another 12 minutes. He has to pit again. If we work out how much Pirelli can do, he's got 26.5 divided by 3. That's 8.8. So it's 8 laps. 8 times by 103 again. That's that divided by 60. He can go on for 15 minutes. So actually, both of them have to pit. Both of them have to pit. Flip can do 30.6 divided by 3. He can do 10.2 laps. Times that by, what's his last lap? 104, which is that. Divided by 60. He can go for 17 minutes, which means he might have to pit as well, but he will have to pit for a lot less fuel. Actually, if he fuel saves a lot more, he will actually be completely fine, because he's literally just on the border of making and not making.
Yeah, that's very why Siggy made that pit stop.
Yeah. Let's see actually what... Well, Sig was on 12 liters, so he would have had to have pitted regardless.
Yes.
Let's see how much Flip Flip uses per lap, because if he's using considerably less, then it should be good.
Oh yeah,
and
you can see his fuel saving.
Yeah. Because, yeah, he's used a lot less fuel in the first.
Oh yeah, he is fuel saving quite a bit. You see it quite well on the gauge on the bottom right. if you watch that green bar, that is the amount of throttle he is using through the corners, and you see how slow movement he has on the throttle, and then through some of the corners you see him like let off, and you see the actual. As soon as he gets to that red lit line, he just shifts up. So he's not doing what the leading two do, and they quickly shift up. But this is going to be quite close for the two of the Ferrari B team drivers, as they're 2 seconds in it now. They've both still got a pit.
Yeah. Let's see, 27.8 across the line. And then, I want to say 7 again. And then minus, let's see what he does.
So,
as actually, we look at the gap between Pirelli and Cashman, that has gone down considerably again. But is he going to hold it? That is the big question.
So, Flip is going to make it.
Flip might make it if he fuel saves well.
I think he'll be about.
But he has actually in the first sector now. I don't know if he's speeding up, but in the first sector he has used the same amount as Cashman, slightly more even.
This will be a lot. It'll be a lot less here because he just shifts up as quick as possible.
Yeah, he pre-shifts there. Yeah, he pre-shifts.
Yes. So this is going to be close. You can see here on the speed on the bright. He doesn't throttle up until he straightens up really.
Yeah. But even here, you can see him like almost just not go on the throttle.
Yeah. Just checked out the AO watch. F3.
Because if he's using 3 liters that Cashman is using,
yeah,
then he will have to pit, and it will be for a very little amount, and it will be for a very. What's happened to Cashman? What's happened here? The Cashman spun.
I don't see damage.
I think he might have just spun it, but managed to keep it out of the wall. Pirelli is. Wait, I'm gonna check back in the stream.
You don't see it in the stream.
Well, I'll see what the markers are doing. So if I just see his marker suddenly stop, then I know he's spun out. But anyways, yeah, okay.
You didn't see how much fuel Flip had across the line.
Yeah. Well, I'll just do whatever he does this and then divide that by 2. And we've got an average as well.
Yeah, but you didn't see what he started off with.
Well, I saw what he started off with, but it was 27.7. We'll see what he does to start on.
27.7.
He did spin. He almost spun. He did like a half spin. Because you can see, like, as he gets onto the straight, he goes very slowly, and then
so
pick up speed.
14 minutes remaining now, and Pirelli, Sig's actually closed in a second on the leaders, so
yeah,
this could be close.
Okay, let's see. What he comes across the line to do now, in terms of fuel. But if you look at Cashman's time as well, you can see he's lost a lot of time there. He's lost 3 seconds to Flip. Okay, let's see. He comes line to do a 21.8. That's 5.9 liters. So he's actually using slightly less than. He's using just about less than Cashman.
Yeah.
So if we do the exact maths, he's got 21.4 divided by 2.95. You can do 7 laps, 104. He can go for 12.5 minutes. He can go for 12.5 minutes. If he keeps fuel saving like this, he'll make it.
Yeah.
But the other two have got no chance of making it. Like, even with a lot of fuel saving.
I don't know where they are. How much fuel they got left?
Cashman's got 10 liters and Pirelli's got 15.
So 4 laps and 5 laps. So,
This will actually be very interesting because
Chris,
yeah,
as we've got nothing going on at the moment, do you have F1 2019?
yes.
It's possible to do co-op campaign, isn't it?
Is it?
I don't know, is it?
Well, you can. It's not like actual campaign.
Oh no. If it is possible, then do it.
Yeah, sure.
Well, cause I'm gonna do I'm gonna start doing the download tonight and start doing it tonight. I'm gonna turn into I'm gonna log into my YouTube account and do the start of my career on F1 2019. So if you guys
I recommend that you maybe do your first couple practice laps because it is a lot. I find it handles a lot more differently than F1 2018. I do like just the Grand Prix mode. Do that.
I'm gonna do a Formula 2. I want to do Formula 2 World Championship.
We can't do that. You can do that.
Can you?
Well, it's not part of the career mode, but you can do that in like you know the championship mode.
Yeah.
You can do a Formula 2 career championship.
Do you want to do that first?
Okay, sure.
Yeah. But you gotta be bad. We gotta be bad drive. We gotta be really slow drivers and make our way up.
Yeah. We're like this. Well, there isn't really a slow team, is there? Because don't they have like the same engines and stuff?
Yeah.
Never seen it. Don't know a single thing about Formula 2 cars, but I just know that they look pretty much the same. So they've probably got regulations in terms of that. But in any case, let's see when they actually pit, because Cashnit will have to pit very soon, because he can do 2 laps on the dot from this point. He will have to pit next lap. So Cashnit has to pit next lap, or this lap, depending on what he wants to do. And Pirelli's got a little bit more maneuverability. Before we do this, I'm going to go to the bathroom. 5 seconds.
And yes, so guys, if we are coming up to the last 8 minutes remaining, Pirelli and Cashnit will have to pit again. So this is going to ruin their race if they get done by the car of Flip or Sig. Sig is a bit too far away at this point of time to get the place back. Or get the top spot on the podium, but Flip could take his first podium if the guys are in the pit line
Back
too long. Yep, as we're coming for 8 minutes remaining.
As you can see, Cashnit has to pit this lap because he will not make a second lap.
No, so Cashnit will be pitting in this lap. As I was just saying, we're going to be seeing the pit stops.
Let's see what Flip is on, because
well,
Flip is on. Okay. Well, let's see what his fuel efficiency is now. Then this lap, or we can wait a little bit on that. Because he is yet to complete.
Woo!
Ooh,
as that is a
Cashnit.
foam barrier going flying, some confetti.
Yeah.
Cash is not the final round of the season. Oh yeah, do you know what? I'm gonna go buy some party poppers for the final round.
We do need to, yes.
I'm gonna get a party popper, and as soon as whoever wins the final race, versus Lyle, I'm gonna set off 2 at once.
2 at once.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, if you want, I can get some more.
Oh, there is a
things
pool,
than
there is a
that.
pool. Oh, there's another car. That is ID4. ID4 is disconnected, so that is not good for him. There's a battle. There's a battle.
sour.
Mark and Hijacker are battling.
Yes, they are. Where's Flip though? Because I want to see what he does in fuel. Wait, okay. Mark and Hatchby. Can they get past each other? By the time they get to first corner.
Oh, Hijacker.
Usually, okay.
Go back to
We usually take what? 10.3. Okay, and then we tune back to here for now. They've actually already sort of distanced themselves from each other. Oh, and Hatch gets a bit of a spin on there.
Yeah.
Oh, Hatchki gets on the inside line for the upcoming straight and manages to get quite a lot of speed over Mark. I don't know why or how. Mark definitely seeming to start to take it a little bit calmer. Yeah, he's also gonna have to hit, maybe have to hit. On here then. Oh, as we see, let's actually go with Cashner now, as he is coming to the straight now. Ferretti has gained a lot of time in the pits.
Jesus.
Obviously, he's had to refuel less. He's gained 4 seconds in the pits alone. This is going to be a very close call for Flip whether he makes it. Pardon?
He'll make it.
Let's see. So it's on 10.3, and it's... Is his fuel efficiency enough?
7.6.
7.6. That's 2.7. So then we do 7.5 divided by 2.7. That's 2. You can do 2 laps. 2 times by 106 now. That's that. He won't make it.
How much longer has he got?
Almost an entire minute. He's got a pit. So he got an extra lap of fuel then, because otherwise he won't make it. So when we thought he might have been fighting for the lives, sorry.
No, that can't be right.
Well, it is.
7.5 he crossed the line.
Divided by 7. 2.7.
7.5 divided by 2.7.
By doing it on a calculator too.
7 times by 100 and...
Times 106 because of how long it takes to go across the line. And then you divide that by what's it called? 60, so then you have how many minutes it'll do.
4.9.
How do you get on? Huh? 7.5 divided by 2.7, that's that. Times by 104 divided by 60. Oh my god, wait, he could actually make it!
5.0.
He'll just make it then.
5.0 divided by
2.7
2.7
times by 107
times by 107
and then divided by 60.
divided by 60. 3.3.
He'll make it. Oh my god. He'll get a podium.
No problem.
This will be his best finish, I believe. I mean, he's going to make sure of that.
So, a minute and a half left. Yeva's dog is going into the pit lane as well as Lonnie. So, pit stop roulette this is tonight.
Yeah.
It's been proper pit stop roulette. Flip is on.
Actually, no.
Yeah.
When the Ferrari, but I mean, like when the Ferrari B-team boys weren't there, he got a second place.
Oh, wait a minute.
What?
I think for a flip might not make it.
He won't. Oh my god. Wait, 2.6. If his fuel economy is good enough, he will.
No, he won't.
He'll have to drive.
No, he won't. Look where Ferrari is on track.
Really...
The time remaining.
He has to do another lap though. Oh my god, he won't. Wait, let's see this because this last sector. Let's actually check the timings. Oh no, we can't do that obviously, can we?
I think it is about 36 seconds on the final sector.
This is gonna come very close between deciding whether flip makes it or not.
Yeah, no, flip will have to do a pit stop.
Oh, that's gonna be sour. Which means he will be conceding the place to
oh no! 6 seconds.
6 seconds to go. Oh, flip.
He's fuel saving.
Well, he has to because he's not gonna make it.
Look how close Sig is.
Yeah, although he's not gonna make it even back to pits. So, and actually, no, it doesn't even matter anymore because time's up. So we cross the line now, isn't it?
Yeah, but you have to have the leader cross the line first.
Oh yeah.
So that's
It has to pit. Otherwise, he literally has to stop by the side of the track and wait for Pirelli to lap him. Which is obviously it's a viable option, but
what's he doing?
wait, huh? I don't think he's realized what's going on. Wait, let's see this. No, he's still racing. What's he done? He's DNF'd himself, that's what he's done. He's realized what he's done. Look at the throttle. He's realized what he's done.
Flip!
I think he thinks he's finished the race, but he hasn't.
In theory, he has.
No, if you look here, it says he's still racing.
Yeah, no.
That is sour. He thought he was still. He thought he was coming up to the line. And only now is the race complete. But Flip will not be able to complete it. That sucks.
So Yeva's
But in any case, here is your race winner, Pirelli.
Yeva's dog is going to be promoted to 4th place. Flip's going to get put as a...
Everyone moves up 1 place higher. But yes, this means that Pirelli actually has a little bit of wiggle space for next race. Because there will be add 5 seconds to that gap, that's 7-second gap in points, which means that Pirelli can actually still be second ahead of or behind catching it, yeah. And still win the championship.
Yep, and that has been round Number 16. Round 16? Round 16? Yeah, round 16.
At the Dubai circuit, not the Sakito.
Yeah, at Dubai GP. Some idiot in the Gavra community who sets up the live streams didn't put it on.
Some idiot. Yeah.
Some idiot.
We don't know who that is though.
We don't know who that was. But no, yes, it was the Dubai Grand Prix, and it should have been the final round. Because of the cancellation, we are going to Fuji next week. And that will be the next week we'll be on the F1.
Somebody should just push flip towards the end.
The that was Sig parking up next to him, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Sig parked up next to him. But no, we'll be going to.
Wait, no! Oh my God, he still gets fourth.
No, he won't. Wait.
Won't he? Yeah, he still gets fourth because he had better track position than
Yeah, but he didn't.
Yavistock and Lonnie.
Race he DNF.
But no. Pardon?
Race DNF. Ah.
Yeah.
Question.
But does Flip Flip still get those points then? Because no, because he DNF. Yeah.
Yeah. But no, next round will be yeah. The next round it will be the final round of the season, which is going to be the Fuji Grand Prix, and it will be going down to the final second. The two Ferrari B drivers will be putting show on next week for the final race of the season as the championship battle for the title this season has been very close, and we'll have to see on who's going to put everything on the line and win the championship. So that has been the round 16 of the LMP2 series, and this is the this was the final week of Gavra Racing, and other than the F1 series. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the Project Cars 2 season so far. We've got the final round next week, and the F1 2018 series currently still going, and I will be back to that on Tuesday, so you guys can come and check that out. And then we'll be carrying on with the F1 Championship until we go to the F1 2019 game and do the F1 Championship on there. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Goodbye.